Hey everyone, it's Rosemary here from Stamping Chica, and today we're focusing on the Nothing's Better Than, and this is a stamp set that also has dies to go along with it. And you also received a little gift from me. So you have this cute little paper clip, there's some die cuts for you, and some rosettes that I also made for you just as a thank you for being my customer. So today we're gonna start off with our first project is going to be using the note cards and envelopes from our annual catalog. So they're a little bit smaller. You're going to see them like this. It's the smallest envelope that you have. So you're going to go ahead and take out all of your supplies. They're in your envelope. And we're going to go ahead and start putting this together. Again, you have a PDF with all of the dimensions. Oh, I have some glue on here. There we go. And we're just going to start to layer this. So you want to take all of your pieces, lay them to the side, make sure that you have your supplies. So again, if I do go a little bit faster, then you can also always pause it. So we're going to just work on our layers. So here we have our card. So we're going to put this is one of our new ink colors. It's called Pale Papaya. And we're just going to add it onto our card. And this stamp set is so cute. It has so many different little sayings on it. So for this one I put today's plan, consume cocktails. And then we have this other piece. This piece is to do we're going to do our stamping and our die cutting on this piece. So that's why you have that extra piece of white. So you are going to add this black shape, but we also do have some ribbon. So what you want to do with your ribbon, and the best way to attach ribbon is going to be to staple it. So I have my small stapler here. And I'm just folding it over, so it's just overlapping. And I'm gonna take my shape and I wanna just align it kind of place it where I want it. And then I'm gonna staple it. And I like to put 2 staples just to make sure that I can secure it. And then I'm gonna use my scissors and I'm just gonna cut at an angle, just like that. So from there, then we'll attach this to the top with dimensionals, but then it's already there. I know it's secure. I know that it's not coming off, okay? And then you also have your little cocktail die cut that kind of flew over here. So you might have to take some little pieces out and let's see, of it. Now for this, we're gonna wait to put this on, but there is some, I made it like a sticker. So let me grab it so I can show you. So we have our adhesive sheets. So I took a piece of our adhesive sheet, so it's right here, and I just put my die cut on top. I ran it through. So you can use these adhesive sheets to create a sticker. And that's what we did, so all you'll have to do is peel that off. All right, so now we're gonna do some of our stamping, and we're gonna use, excuse me, for this one I put today's plan, consume cocktails. So let me go ahead and grab that. I think I used all of my blocks, all of the smaller blocks. And I'm just going to use the Memento, my black ink. And you always want to look. Now I know that I'm going to stamp my drink, and so I'm going to just want to put it a little to the side. If you want to wait and do this after you do your die cut, you can too. I think it'll be fine. And that's that. And then I'm going to take my sticker, maybe. I'm so excited about showing it that I don't know what I did with it now. There it is. And I'm just going to remove the backing on that. And I'm going to attach it. So I'm going to put it directly below, about right here. There we go. And then we're going to end up, whoops, we're going to have to stamp our drink. Okay, so, and there is a die cut for this, so we should be okay. I'm going to have to wash my blocks, they're dirty. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get the outline, and there also is the inside of the drink. So it's this one right here. And for that one, I'm going to use my Mango Melody. So I'm going to stamp it here just to look at the color. That's fine. It's been really warm, so my inks are a little dry. And there it is. Super cute. And then all I did was I went in to color this with some of my blends. So I'm gonna grab my, let's see. I'm gonna take my Granny Apple Green for my lime. And then I'm also gonna take my Real Red for my little umbrella. Oops. Shaky. So I went a little out there. That's okay. So it does have the die, so I'm going to go ahead and take my out my little mini here so I can run this through. And it's really cool because if you're someone like me that would forget the order sometimes, it has it written down on the plates. So that's extremely convenient for me. So 1, 2, let's see. And this is the mini cut and emboss. Love it because I get to put it in my bag and take it with me and not worry about carrying my larger machine. So nice and quick. And I'm gonna put my die back. I don't want to lose it. And I'm gonna put the machine back. And then I still have some white, so even if you mess up, you can go back and do it again. All right, so we're gonna add some dimensionals. And I'm running out, but I don't throw any of it away. So as soon as you start running out, use the edge, cut all the way around, and then you can use these pieces also. So use every little bit. And then we're just gonna pop this up on our label, and our mini card is done. And we're just gonna add it. Now I am gonna add dimensionals to the back also, because remember that we do have our oops, we do have our ribbon. So we want to make sure that we give it some room for that staple. All right, so I'm just gonna take that, put it over, and now I'm gonna add my adhesive here. Oops. And I'm gonna place it right in the middle. If this hangs over a little more than you would like, just go ahead and trim it down. Oop, what'd I do? There we go. I'm still not used to this adhesive. And that goes on our card front. So what's cute is that, and there's our card. You can also put like on the inside, today's plan, consume cocktails because adulting is hard. Consume cocktails and be awesome. Consume cocktails, and I'm pretty sure tomorrow will be too. So you can change it up. You don't have to put cocktails. You can put chocolate or cookies or coffee or anything that you want. But I thought that was really cute. So to go with this, if you do go with cocktails, then I also added a hydration multiplier. These are awesome, especially right now because it's really hot outside. You just pour this into your 16 ounces of water, and it really does work very, very well. It's liquid IV, so I went ahead and sent that to you as a little gift with that card. I thought that would be cute. So there's our first card. Let's go on to our second. So our second card is this card right here. It says, "You're just like coffee." Has your bow, and then in the background I stamped the little coffee cups. You make everything better. So you're just like coffee, you make everything better. So this is going to be our next card. All right, so go ahead and get your envelope. It's the other envelope. Oh, this one's pretty thick, so you want to take all of these things out. So here's what our card's going to look like. Now I already pre-scored everything for you, so you should have your card base. Now this is in one of our new ink colors. It's called Evening Evergreen. It's a really pretty green. So what you're gonna do, and I already did your bow for you as well, and we're gonna start off by adding our adhesive because we want to seal this part of our card. Okay, so when you close it, it's gonna open up this way. So this is sealed, and it's only this piece that opens up. So I'm gonna put adhesive on this piece here, and I'm gonna close it up just like that. Then you have your piece of Designer Series paper. So this is in the same color, Evening Evergreen. And we're gonna add it just like that. Now your bow, and you can trim it down. I know I need to trim this one down. Where are my scissors? Your bow is also in the same color. It's Evening Evergreen. Now for this, if you want to add a glue dot to it, that would work really, really well. You have your glue dots. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that. Right now, I don't want to lose my little bow. So right there in the middle. And I'm gonna take the Evening Evergreen, and I just took the little coffee cup and I stamped all the way around. Okay, so let me move that card. And then I'll just fill in, because a lot of it, it's going to be hidden. We do have, and then I actually added the little star. Looks like a little star. Whoops. Just in between. You feel it needs a little pushing way too hard on. I'm used to my older ink pads and I have to push down a little bit harder, and this one is nice and juicy. So I got my whole block full. All right, so there you go. And then you can go back and look at it and see if it needs like a little more. And then you can just add some more if you think it does. And then we are going to start layering it up. So we're gonna do a little more stamping here before we start assembling part of the front of our card. Now, you're going to, since we have our evening evergreen out, we are going to stamp on this white piece here, and we are going to stamp the coffee. So this one's You're Just Like Coffee, and it's nice because they're photopolymer, so you can see right through. And then from there, we're going to use our black, and you want to kind of place them on to see where you're going to want to do your stamping. So about there, so I know that maybe about here, I have my You're Just Like. So I'm going to take it. There we go. And we can go ahead and add these. So I did add some dimensionals to the coffee. Let's see if I still have any. I might have to grab a new pack. All right, so a brand new pack. So I'm just gonna add 3. And it's gonna go on this brown, I think it's soft suede. And then we're going to add our adhesive, and we're just gonna place it on that label right there. Okay, now this, we can actually put this on because the white piece of paper that you have, the smaller one, that's for you to stamp and die cut and color your coffee cups. So we're gonna add this to the front of our card, and then we'll do that towards the end so you can see that we have our cute coffee cup background. I love this. It reminds me of Starbucks. And so I thought that was super cute. So then we're gonna stamp on the inside. You're Just Like Coffee. You make everything better, which could not be truer for me. All right. It's so funny, as a kid, I had one of my aunts. She lived in Fresno, and it's extremely hot. And it would be like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and she'd be having coffee, and I could never understand it as a kid. Like, oh my gosh, it's 108 degrees and you're having coffee. And she's like, yeah, I'll calm about it. I don't know if I could do that. I could have iced coffee, but now I can understand the need for the caffeine. So they're so cute. So we're gonna stamp and die cut our little coffee cups, and we're just gonna use black, the Memento again. And we just need 2. All right, so I'm gonna die cut these. All right, so I die cut our little coffee cups, and we're gonna go ahead and color them in. So for the coloring, the inside, I'm using Crumb Cake. So I'll go in with the, let's see. This is the dark Crumb Cake. Then I'm going to use the Smoky Slate for my cup. it in. Going over and blending it using the lighter color to blend it, giving it a little shadow on that side. I think that looks cute. And you just want to make sure you go over and blend it a little bit, and then you can continue. And these are, I'll check again to make sure. I think it's Smoky Slate. Yeah, light and dark Smoky Slate. So there you go. And we're gonna add our dimensionals and just add this to our card. And we'll go like that. Move that one down a little tiny bit. There you go. There's our second card. So cute. All right, let's go on. So for our third project, we have, so you should have this little kit. So this kit, it's so cute, and I love giving away just like little treats to people. And so I made this, it's a little treat bag holder for little Hello Pandas. And so you have like your inserts that you could write, and you also, it's big enough to where it will hold your little panda cookies. Isn't that so cute? So this is what we're going to make. So you want to take everything out of your bag. And so this larger piece, this is the piece that we're going to use to stamp. Okay, and then you have your insert. So here we can go ahead and add our bow. So the way that I added this was I just folded it in half, and you probably can use half of this. So I'm actually going to cut it in half because I think that's going to be too much and I don't want to waste it. I can use it on something else. So I'm going to save that one. So I just folded it in half, and then I'm going to loop it through like that. Okay. So then you're going to take this side, you're going to open it up, and you're going to feed it into it and then pull through. Whoops, I let go of one of them. All right, let me do that again. Okay, so and make sure you grab both of them and then pull through. See, so that's plenty. And even then, I'll just cut a tiny bit off. And see, you still have some extra. And so this is our insert. Okay, so we can put that to the side. You can save your ribbon. And then we have our envelope. So this was an envelope, I just cut it in half. And then we're gonna start decorating it. So here we have our piece of designer series paper. This is from the snail paper from the snail stamp set. And it's really cute paper. So we're gonna use this side. Now, on this one, I used a corner rounder. So if you have a corner rounder, you can go ahead and do that. On this one, I'm not going to, just so that you guys can see the difference and see what you like best. And then you can go from there. But This is a super cute project. So you do want to make sure you add enough adhesive to the back because it is going to be opening up this way and you don't want it to detach from your envelope. So you really do have to add enough adhesive to it to make sure that it's secured. Okay, now we are going to do our stamping. So this does have a good amount of stamping to it. And so we can actually add our cookies, so make sure that you pop everything out of your cookies if anything stayed in there. So again, I use the adhesive sheets so that you could create your sticker, and then I love them because I hate to have glue all over my hands. Like I could have ink and I'm okay with that, but glue is just, I can't stand it. So this is perfect because it's just a sticker, so you can go in and peel the backing off. And then we're gonna stick this onto this crumb cake rectangle. Cookies. All right, so for ours it says today's plan, consume cookies, and I'm pretty sure tomorrow will be too, okay? That's like the downfall of being home, is that cookies don't last very long around here. So I'm like, this is perfect. We got to get rid of some of those little pandas. All right, so let me find it. Today's plan. So we're going to use our black. So I can put this down to see where I'm going to want it. So about there. Today's plan, consume. You always want to look at your stamps to make sure that they're nice and inked up all the way through. Then on the bottom, we're going to use, and I'm sure tomorrow will be too. Okay, no rocking. There it is. All right. And we are going to need our blacken just a little bit, but that so far looks really good. We can actually add this. You want to make sure that before you do, make sure that the opening is towards the top. You know where it is. I would even go this far just to put this in here so that you know right side up. Well, the last thing you want to do is put this upside down. All right, so we're going to add this, and then we're going to do our stamping, and we'll add our cookies. There we go. And then this, I did not pop this up because I'm going to pop up the cookies that we're going to add onto this. All right, so the piece of paper, and I know this is a lot of paper, but I'd rather make sure that you have some more. Just in case, even if you did mess up on one of the other cards, and you want to go back and like die cut the, I don't know, if you messed up on like the drink and you ran out of paper, just so that you have some paper handy. All right, so we're gonna stamp our cookies, and we're just gonna need 2 cookies, and then we're gonna color them in. Oh, excuse me. So there is a die cut for this as well. So I'm gonna go cut this out. And before I do that, we are gonna color them in. So for the cookies, I used the soft suede. So the light and the dark soft suede, and I did the same thing. So I'm gonna go in with the dark, and there really is no right or wrong way to do this. It's just the look that you're gonna want to have on your cookies. So I'm gonna go in with the dark, and then I'm just gonna go all the way around my cookie, kind of like tracing, and then I'm just gonna make it, then I'll do the lighter, And for this one, even when you do the lighter, the brush, if you're comfortable with it, like just to get into, when it's a bigger stamp like this, you can go in with the brush tip. And all you want is just little circles around that border so that you can move the color around. And it has that. There you go. So, and then I'll do it a little bit more on this one so you guys could see it when it's a little bit thicker. I'm not like I don't have the patience to like sit and do like a detailed coloring. Sometimes you just don't. And sometimes you do. And with these, it doesn't really matter because you can't mess it up. And then just the brush, so you guys can kind of see how different it looks. It's a little bit thicker. All right, so, and that was soft suede. So I'm going to go ahead and die cut these. All right, so we have our cookies and I am going to add them to my little treat bag. And I put one right there and the other one up here. And then you can add your little Hello Pandas. You can write your little note and put your little treat in there. That was so cute. All right, so we're gonna go on to our final project, which also came in your clear bag, and it's gonna be the one that's your acetate box. So you wanna take all of those items out. So this is like a little cassette player treat box. And you can put chocolates in here, like a Kit Kat bar will fit in here, but I didn't want to mail you guys like actual chocolates because it is so incredibly hot. And I just know they were gonna melt on the way over there. So for this, you would just add your paper into your container this way. And let's see here. And it is pre-folded for you, so you don't have to worry about folding it over. And again, this paper, it's the paper from the snail suite. And what we're gonna do is, we do have some stamping, but we're going to make our label first. So for our label, let's see. No, we could do our stamping. So we'll start with the chocolate. We're gonna use the Early Espresso. Let me grab that. And our chocolate stamp, and that white piece is what we're gonna use to stamp our chocolate. Okay, so we're just gonna align it towards the bottom. And there we go. Okay, then we're also going to, we're gonna layer it so that you can have an idea as to where we want to put our today is. Okay, so this is gonna go on this piece of Early Espresso. Oh no, I wasn't paying attention, I didn't center it. There we go. So it's gonna go like that. Now this is going to go layered on top, so we'll just add that now. Like this. And for this one, we're gonna continue to use the Early Espresso. We are going to use our Today Is. And I'm gonna get a smaller block for this, because it's so small. There we go. So today is, now I'm gonna put the chocolate across so that I have an idea as to where I want my today is. So I want it as high as I can get it. I just don't want you guys to see my head. Let me see if I can do it. There we go. Today is a, and then kind of day. So I gotta get the kind of day. Today is a chocolate kind of day. Oh, my stamp's crooked. There we go. All right, and then I'm just gonna put that down here. There it is. So I am gonna pop this chocolate up with my dimensionals. And I think I still had a piece over here, so I'm gonna use this. Yep. So today is a chocolate kind of day. Now, we're gonna add our ribbon, and we're gonna do the same thing. So you're gonna fold it, and then we're going to put it on our piece of our tag. And, all right, so we're going to color these in, and we're gonna start off with, let's see here. This is dark crumb cake. When I was making this project, I kept wanting to go to See's Candy to get some chocolate. Like, oh, it sounds so good right now. And then let's see. Oh, that one's. Let me see this one. And then we'll use our darker. I haven't had See's Candy in a really long time. All right, so we have our chocolates. We're gonna add our chocolates. We're gonna pop them up. And we're gonna add our chocolates right here. So this is gonna be the front of our box. So it's gonna look like this. So we wanna add, I'm gonna add some dimensionals right here. I have one there. I'm gonna add my dimensionals here. To make sure that it catches on that lid right there. And so you have your little cute little box. So if you wanted to add like the little nuggets, you can add your nuggets. Let's add some. Or you can fit like a Kit Kat bar in here. Maybe a couple more fit in there. You can have your chocolates in there. Let's go this way. I think that's good. And then you could gift that little box to someone. I thought that was super cute. And then we do have Oh my goodness, I lost mine. I think mine fell out somewhere. But you do have some little bling that you can add onto it, and it looks really cute. You can also do this, so you can use your acetate box, so make it look like this, or I also used the 3x3 boxes, and I did the exact same thing, except for we did it with a belly band. So it just depends on what you want to do and the different paper. So I hope you enjoyed our projects. I am so sorry that it took longer for you guys to get, for me to get this video to you. I know you guys got your packets this week, but sometimes life happens. And so I really truly appreciate your patience. And so these are our projects for our Nothing's Better Than. Let's see. I hope you guys enjoyed our class. For our next class, which is going to be our June kit, it's going to be featuring the Party Puffin stamp set. So please make sure that you use the host code for the June card kit. If you do not use the host code, I will not be able to send you the card kit because the host code is connected to our card kit. So have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time.